You apply a bottom lane pressure as a jungle first, then you can get your objectives as your reward. Afterwards, he's coming back again. Remember, there's no flash on Sivir.
Can they get the follow-up play? The flash into the Zenith Blade. Chime going in battle dance.
Good pillar.
But the pillar is great separation. Jose Deodo with another smack. First blood into the face of Afromu, who ends up getting the credit. But a good play all in all from FlyQuest.
Hand caught in the cookie jar there for Tactical and Chime. They wanted to push out the minion wave while FlyQuest were up on that dragon, but they didn't pull it back quick enough. They get caught, they get chased down. Really, the doctor ordered here for FlyQuest.
A lot of these waves have been ushered by FlyQuest and pushed forward, which makes it difficult for TSM to find those dives.
They've got the bottom lane roam here for TSM, though. They've got 5 people topside.
Oh yeah, Solo, subject of the Hextech ultimatum, hops and flashes away, but the hook shot to go and follow up. Now it's just Spica, it's just Tactical. They want to go for more. Chime over the wall and tries to get the knockup, but Aframu hits that watch. About to go down if he's not too careful, but it's Chime that finds himself in too dangerous a position. Philip all the way into the back. He's going for it, hooking on the wall. Himself off. He does get one before he falls. That's exactly what he was looking for. FlyQuest out on top in the number of kills.
And look at that picture-in-picture. This is all without their AD carry. Aphelios left alone will get the whole tower again. White gun on turret. Goodbye, turret. TSM, they had 5 members on the top side of the map. They had the extra champion up for them in the next fight too, because the critical flashes, TSM need to blow this flash on Orianna and this one on Johnsun. With Flash, Ghost, and Gale Force, like we said, he is just too mobile on the Aphelios. The dive for TSM, they need kind of 2 parts. Force the summoners first and then repeat it on those low mobility carries. There's the Leona ult steal.
He's grabbing it. He's got the solar flare if he wants to try and follow up, and that's exactly where it is. Gets the stun on the Jose Deodo. You take away the jungler ahead of this Rift Herald.
And they got the money into Tactical's hands. So TSM, not only do they get the pick, but they also were able to get that pick into a last hit for Tactical. Red buff here on the Sivir, plus some extra money. The dream is alive. TSM, restart on this Rift Herald. They're looking for pick number 2.
Yeah, Maple's in the bush. He's going for it. Aframu, the subject of some damage. A flash away from Takoya, and Aframu almost burned all the way down. They turn it onto Maple, but he goes into stasis. The Moonlight Vigil hits onto Tactical. The follow-up from Johnsun. Good damage coming out of it. Spica eliminated. Double kill here for Aphelios. FlyQuest throwing back what was a setup from TSM.
Oh, Johnsun, happy birthday on your tube. But it is going to be FlyQuest activating that Rift Herald and pushing through. They want more than just kills.
They've got it. It's slamming in. The response of the charm. Good charm from Chime to go for this. They take down 2. They take down 3. Takoya and the rest are gone.
FlyQuest got too comfortable with their lead, and they let the dive comp get a flank. The dive comp found the flank. Chime gets the angle, goes in with Spica. Rakan, Wukong flank, and the back line is obliterated. That Aphelios without summoner spells, that was our warning, Latigris. Johnsun, since he used them offensively last time around, but the tower is already gone. The map is open.
Oh, and they're going for it. Double teleports coming in. Jose Deodo goes down, though. There's too much distance between he and the rest of the team upon them joining, so TSM get the pick. Another knock up here. Chime is here as well. Philip burned on down. They're all thrown out as the last attempt, but Maple putting in effect. A nice throw into the wall. The multi-scotch coming through for TSM. They get themselves the bot lane ace quadra for Maple.
TSM wipe them off the map. They say we don't even need Tactical at the fight, much less with an Infinity Edge. They all do it themselves. TSM just 4v5. They've got all of the engage to turn off of Baron. When you've got Gnar, Wukong, Silas, and, oh, never mind, Tactical.
Oh, Tactical, a little bit of trouble. Chime is now by his side. Spica over the wall, and they punish the aggression of Philip. Was looking for that pick onto the ADC, but the rest of TSM were here to respond.
That's just a little taste, too. 1 kill here onto Philip. Now, it's just start up on the Baron again. TSM have so much CC, it's easy for them to turn off the Baron. They should not be looking to burn it down while there's any hope of a FlyQuest steal. Into Fog of War, here's the turn. Leona ult stolen.
Yep, you've got that solar flare at the ready for Maple to throw it down. Jose Deodo over the wall. Solo, just wants to zone them off that much more because TSM, it's less important to get the kills. It's more important to create that space right now while they have control over FlyQuest, who can't make their way into this jungle safely.
2 flashes blown. Jose Deodo and Aframu in that last exchange. They just keep re-clearing all this vision around the Baron, making the map dark for FlyQuest, forcing them to face check over and over and get engaged on over and over. Wukong ultimate, we're waiting a little bit of time on the Wukong ultimate as well as Maple's ultimate here for the Silas. Chime is ready to go though. They reset, they come back to the site here, back to the Baron.
FlyQuest are so worried about TSM getting onto that Baron, so they keep pushing on through, which is why Jose Deodo positioned a little too far up. TSM, they can punish it. That's the patience that they were executing.
Oh,
we know that you can't leave us. Yeah, you know you can't leave us. We want to push this to game 5. So TSM on the Baron they go. No jungler for FlyQuest. They can't contest this. They just send everybody off to the lanes to try and get some sort of reset, but it is so difficult for them at this point in the game.
Massive stuff from TSM, and especially Maple on this Silas. He is so fed so much damage. When you steal that Leona ultimate, since this one got flashed, you didn't get to see how much damage it does. But these Leona ultimates, when you get to see them with the AP ratios coming from Silas, and especially one this fed, it is going to do massive damage. You can take 80% close to it of one of these FlyQuest carries' health. So that backline's got to be very, very quick with their dodges. TSM are coming to take this one. They're coming to push it to a game 5. They are not done with playoffs yet.
The fire in their eyes. They know they're in elimination territory. And yes, the way they have been able to execute on these solar flares from Maple. I mean, a stun duration is what was slightly increased as well in this patch, going up to 1.75 from 1.5. Not really the big difference maker, but that's why you'll see Leona maybe even just a little bit more, leaving opportunities for a Silas to try and take advantage when left off the ban block, which was the case in this game compared to other parts of the series. And now they've got the purple, they've got their Red Bull Baron buff in their disposal here and pushing it across 2 lanes.
I want to see Maple upgrade that thing into a Medjai soon. I mean, honestly, he's got the Leona ultimate ready. He's loaded. He's ready to unleash. Let's see. Slowly but surely, the Baron empowered cannon minion chunking down this inhibitor. Chime doing work with the feathers. TSM working away, wearing away at the FlyQuest defenses.
Officially taking down that mid inhib right now. So TSM making these gains off of this buff while they can, this buff, and pushing it through. You know, you have Jose Deodo there that took a little bit of time to be able to offset that wave. But TSM just so much in the driver's seat from the mid portion, and they've broken into this dragon stacking ever since that 3rd Drake, now about to create it to their own advantage. That stacking is so much of the pace that has been built in previous games from whoever the winning side was, and it seems like that's kind of what's breaking through here and allowing FlyQuest to lose a little bit of their semblance of control.
It's so big, too, in the best of 5 to retake the momentum like this as TSM in such an emphatic manner, dominating these team fights. 7,000 gold lead, stacking the dragon again, now up to number 3 here. See if they can actually finish it, though. Push it across the finish line. FlyQuest still hoping, still holding on.
See if they can make a stand here. There was some time spent by Tikui to push off that bot side, but because of the way that TSM are moving across the map with this buff, there's not much that you can do to try to create plays elsewhere except buy that time.
And you can tell TSM are just rewarded for playing like they have the feeling of there's nothing to lose. They're going all in. The team fight towards mid lane, they're going to have to review from the side of FlyQuest. That's where it all fell apart. Spica, though, looking for a pick on a Philip, and he gets it.
Ends up getting his gap closer away. Aframu Zenith Blade into the back. The ultimatum is set on Spica right now. Teleport coming in from TSM. Jose Deodo has to flash away. Philip into the back line again, but he has to flash away now too. Aframu goes in for a second time, but the responsive solo flare is here, and Aframu falls. It's the trade of the jungler for the support right now. So FlyQuest, with the damage that Johnsun can output, tries to scurry the rest of them away.
Yeah, he's dangerous too with that ghost active. He was flirting around like he wanted to chase down some kills here on the Aphelios. Can't pull it out, and in the end, it's just a 1-for-1. Trading Leona for the Wukong is a good trade there for FlyQuest, but they get jumped
no eyes over the wall, and another teleport coming in too. TSM, they want to try and close this here. Jose Deodo looking very, very low if they're not careful. Philip wanting to zone off. But again,
fights inside the base, so tense. FlyQuest defending for now. TSM can return to the map though. They've got Dragon Soul in 3 minutes waiting for them. Over 7,500 gold lead. Maple wants more. The 7-kill Silas.
lying in wait. But the rest of the team is ready here to collapse. Philip again facing off against Maple. The route into the back onto Aframu. But now Philip just has to get out of this. Maple, though very dangerous, has enough sustain. Ends up getting the send of the Solar Flare into stasis. He goes, but eventually falls. So the patience for Maple to try to get that play ends up getting turned back.
The massive shutdown! 1,000 gold!
First
Goes over
death.
to Aframu! The Leona gets the 1,000 gold there! The leader of the team again says, my money now! Oh my goodness, it is the first death for Maple. He sells off his ring, no more stacks. Uh-oh, is that the beginning of the throw? They might look back on that one. TSM still have a very solid hold on this game. But if it really wobbles, they'll be looking back at that one and just thinking, why?
Those key moments that could be the difference maker depending on the overall result of this game. Massive shutdown, massive break in what TSM had been executing in recent times. Still a little bit of time before the next Baron and that Soul in about a minute and a half.
All right, it's going to be tense leading up to this. 80 carries, both of them with the stopwatches ready for these dives. Camille dive, definitely very relevant as well. 4 tactical, 4 Sivir to worry about here. They've got Guardian Angel on the front lines here. Every single one of these types of abilities is going to be massive for this team fight. Sonya's for the Chime, for the Rakan. Does have AP ratios, but that immunity for the team fight, if that means the difference between life and death. See about this Baron setup though. TSM, once again, they use their advantage. They have massive advantage here. 6,000 gold lead, still taking over the vision in front of Baron. Trying to bait FlyQuest to them.
Hoping that'll be the case if you're a TSM fan. It's what they did prior. Now more of them showing around that mid side, so FlyQuest know that they're not going for the Baron this time.
Let me remind you, Orianna and Aphelios should not be standing on top of each other. If you let the engage from TSM hit both carries with the Wukong and follow up from the Rakan, that is how you get deleted in these team fights. TSM looking for these angles. They've got so many ward avenues to get these flanks off.
And for FlyQuest, that inhibitor coming back up mid, it was so important for them to not have that looming threat of those supers down mid before they get any of these fights around the objective. Working to clear those off. And now it begins. Charm on the outskirts and a knock up onto Aframu. They take down FlyQuest support. The Guardian but Johnsun is so strong. Can he throw it back? Chime hits the stopwatch. Chikui has to flash away. Philip now the subject of tactical and Chime's rain, so he should be able to get picked up. TSM managing to throw this back onto FlyQuest. It was looking for a moment like Johnsun could try to push it back. But TSM, they stand strong in the fight. They have the fire in their eyes. They know the pressure of this series. And with only Takui up and alive, unless Maple has something to say about it, it has TSM written all over it in game number 4. We are going to a game number 5, Kobe.
TSM hold strong. They come back in this game. They come back in this series.